Many people think of a beautiful stream as a good indicator of a healthy ecosystem. In the same way, the healthy entrepreneurial ecosystem can help support entrepreneurs and lead to more successful startups. Here in Central Oregon, we've seen this rapidly develop, and today we're going to go downstream from here and talk to some people who are very knowledgeable about the resources that are now available for entrepreneurs.
There are so many individuals out there that have an interest in starting a company but really don't know how to engage the system. When we do a startup weekend here in Central Oregon, you're pretty much meeting a good portion of the coaching, the mentoring, the infrastructure that we have in place in those first couple of days.
Founders Pad is Central Oregon's technology accelerator. Let's learn how such an accelerator can help entrepreneurs navigate the very early rapids of a startup.
The idea behind an accelerator is pretty straightforward. It's really just helping to put gasoline on the fire. We like to think of ourselves as somewhere between helping individuals with concepts validate those business ideas and help them to accelerate the development of those ideas in a shorter period of time.
The Ben Venture Conference is the second oldest angel conference in the state. And through this process, they're getting mentoring, pitch coaching, and exposure.
So Elemental's investment from the Ben Venture Conference came at a critical juncture in Elemental's growth. And that kind of boost of credibility gave us the investment we needed to hire the next set of engineers to get our initial products to market and took us right to where we needed to raise our Series A round. At the Ben Venture Conference, some of the investors have reached out to me very proactively and said, hey Sam, I know something about your business, or I can really help you with this type of customer segment you want to connect with. And having that proactive outreach is incredibly valuable. You never know where that connection is going to come that leads to the next big growth step in your business.
What the BVC did for us is it really kind of cemented the fact that we had a good idea. From the financial standpoint, it helped us close out our first round of financing and really just begin to run immediately.
We wound up winning the Ben Venture Conference, which was fantastic because not only did it give us the initial capital, we actually used it and pulled together over $1 million round based on winning the BVC. And that really was what was needed to get us off the ground and rolling.
The participants and the panelists and the speakers, are all pretty accessible. And there's a lot of networking and mingling. But it's also really the biggest conference in the state. And I've been to the other ones, and I think the Ben Venture Conference is, in my opinion, by far the best.
More important than financial resources, it's now recognized that people resources are critical for startups. In Central Oregon and through the efforts of EDCO, we've created an asset called Stable of Experts.
EDCO has been key to us in getting support through advisors. The stable of experts that they have is a wealth of knowledge and accessible to people like myself who are just getting started. Any industry that you could dream of, we pretty much have that resource here in town, and EDCO's a great place to connect with those people.
Just as the river widens, entrepreneurs need more resources as their companies develop. To fill this gap, we are in the formative stages of creating a year-round angel fund called Cascade Angels.
The purpose of Cascade Angels is really to provide a year-round investment mechanism available to Central Oregon angel investors who want to actively participate, select, choose companies worthy of our investment throughout the year.
Another critical ingredient in other entrepreneurial hotspots is a four-year university. In Central Oregon, OSU Cascades fills that role.
Well, the computer science degree is something that we actually interacted with a lot of the companies around here. A lot of them were the small entrepreneurial companies, and what we heard over and over again was that they could not get programmers, computer scientists, software engineers to come to Bend and work for them. We think it will not only help draw new enterprises to Central Oregon, it will also help in terms of the kind of interactions that we can have with the entrepreneurial community. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of talent at a university that can then get out in the community and help those businesses to thrive.
From the headwaters to the stream to the river, what we've been talking about today is the evolving ecosystem as we see it here in Central Oregon. EDCO's role is really to be a catalyst for that change and we hope to continue to be that role in the future.
I see EDCO as the center of the entrepreneurial universe. It's sort of all roads lead to EDCO. I don't believe that Bend would have reached the status of #2 in Oregon as the startup hub without the services and value of EDCO.
People try to really flush out and rally around good ideas here, and once they happen, the community kind of finds ways to be supportive.
There's a lot of people that are really, that care deeply about what they're doing and are really passionate about getting it off the ground and scaling their companies and having success, but doing it in a really meaningful way.
What's unique about Bend is that the people that are involved here, from an infrastructure, a support, and a funding aspect, are largely driven by a passion to just help startups.
The entrepreneurial spirit of Bend in Central Oregon, it actually permeates really every industry in the economy, and that's what I think is so cool.
I see EDCO as really being the glue that binds a lot of these various entities together. They're really the beating heart a lot of times for a lot of these various programs to work in concert with one another.
If I had to choose between starting in Bend and starting in the larger city, I would choose Bend every day of the week.